Wait, so why was this shot not in the trailer again? Hello, and welcome to my spoiler review of Avengers Infinity War. And if you haven't seen the movie, then I recommend you don't watch this review, because I'll be going over the post-credit scene and my spoiler-filled review of the movie. Alright, that's your last warning. So Avengers Infinity War actually really surprised fans and built up the friendships and the heartbreaking and the everything that fans really wanted. All these characters coming together. But most of them just getting killed off at the end. What the hell? There's a lot of romances, especially between Vision and Scarlet Witch, which was heartbreaking in the end when Scarlet Witch had to, break the Mind Stone and sacrifice Vision's life. And even more brutal when Thanos came along and did it himself. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. The snap of the fingers with all 6 Infinity Stones at the end. The Guardians of the Galaxy being so well handled. But the thing I really want to talk about today is the ending and the end credits scenes. I'll get into those a bit later. Now about the Guardians of the Galaxy being handled, I think they were handled really well. And that's probably because of the reason that James Gunn was an executive producer on this. Plus, all the gut punches really worked for me, and I didn't predict the plot 1 second. Thanos really leads this movie, and all the sacrifices he makes with his own daughter, Gamora, and literally he says a line that, something, I had to walk away from my destiny once, I'm not going to do that again. So I'm interested to see how that's explained. But this also is filled with comedy. And I actually like that. Even though it has messages of bravery, teamwork, and heroism, it still has comedy and dark tones. The subplot with Thor does carry along a bit too long with him making Stormbreaker. But other than that, the action is just great. The new characters just were introduced to just be killed off, I guess. And yeah, they're not going to be resurrected. As for Gamora's death, I don't think she's going to be resurrected. The Collector, Loki, Heimdall, they're not going to be resurrected. Nearly everyone who was killed in the snap might be resurrected, but nobody else who was killed before that. Loki's death was actually heartbreaking, though. And Vision's death as well. I forgot to mention him. This has strong female leads and it's a very strong action, I guess. And in the end, it's a really fun, entertaining movie with the Guardians of the Galaxy, heartbreaking scenes, Infinity Stones, and some really just amazing scenes. All the characters get to shine. Now, let's talk about the ending, because I've been wanting to talk about this a lot. Because when Thanos arrives on Titan, they all fight and Star-Lord gets enraged, and Doctor Strange, mess breaks out. Doctor Strange is about to give the time stone to Thanos to save Tony Stark's life. But why would he do that? He said specifically that he was not going to do that if he chose Stark or the time stone to protect. He would choose the time stone. So why the hell did he give the time stone over to Tony Stark? Well, we're going to have to look back to this, because Thanos is really a big masterclass villain, and all throughout the movie there have been hints of him taking over the world, and really Tony Stark needed to be alive in order to kind of save the world. So Doctor Strange knew what he was doing. He was killing nearly everybody so that Thanos and the Time Stone could be saved, and Thanos could be killed, and Wanda could return, and no, now I'm just saying random stuff. But the key to defeating Thanos is Iron Man, as we can see, rounding up a bit more through Dupsy-Daisy. Before Thanos arrives on Titan, we get this cool section where Doctor Strange is kind of flipping through different possibilities of how the battle will go down, and he only says one survives. So this might be the case of one. Now also Thanos and Gamora's cool little scene. Where was that scene? I think that might have been inside the Soul Stone, as people have suggested, because you can go inside the Soul Stone. And since Gamora was the key to getting the Soul Stone, Thanos would obviously be meeting her there, right? Because he sacrificed her. And also, I really can't wait for Thanos in Avengers 4. I just can't wait. Also, what's the deal with them gems? We know that the Infinity Gauntlet was charred at the end of the movie due to Thanos' overuse of using it. But what will happen to the Infinity Stones? Will the Avengers get their hands on one of them, or will they have to lightning their way out of it? Onto the post-credit scene. Well, we've really seen a lot of heartbreak. So all the mid-credit scene has to offer is the Avengers Infinity War title floating away into dust. But the post-credit scene is Nick Fury and Maria Hill driving in a car. And we can see the effects of Thanos' snap change really the whole world, with a driverless car crashing in front of them and a driverless helicopter crashing into the roof. Now, there's a smart little reference to Hawkeye, but Maria Hill starts to disappear. And as soon as Samuel L. Jackson could say whatever he said, he tries to contact someone using an old, very 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 old personal device iPhone thingy, which shows the insignia of Captain Marvel. Now, if you don't know who Captain Marvel is, she has appeared in many incarnations, but the Captain Marvel in the MCU will be played by Brie Larson and is Carl Danvers, I'm pretty sure. Is that how you say your name? She is really one of the strongest characters the MCU has to offer, with Kevin Feige saying that. She has a lot of skills that will particularly be used in Avengers 4 if she does get introduced. She can fly, she has a connection to the Kree, which I'll talk about later. She has cool laser beams coming out of her hand like on the screen right now. And she can, I think I've already mentioned fly, but about the Kree, they were Ronan's kind. You remember Ronan in the Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, the Kree were worshipped. The Kree were the ones who forced Yondu not to sell Peter Quill to the Ravengers, or to Ego, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about this. And Ronan's also a Kree too. And we've also seen confirmation of Captain Marvel with Marvel, the character. We could see his home planet in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. IGN visit to Avengers Infinity War set showed that Captain Marvel was originally going to be in Avengers Infinity War, but the Russo brothers cut it out because she's already getting her own solo movie. And the more they add her to the MCU, the more confusing she gets. That's what Kevin Feige said with a recent interview in Vanity Fair at the Avengers Infinity War world premiere. She said she will change the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it, and her film will be set in the 90s, which could show how Nick Fury lost an eye, which would be pretty cool. And why he hasn't contacted her when, aliens were reigning over the world. I know, Captain Marvel could have come in handy. She's also going to have a great team chemistry with the rest of the team. So, yeah, I can't wait for that either. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully you'll have a good time browsing the rest of the channel. I've got 2 videos up on the screen for you to watch right now if you want to jump over there and watch them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.